Hey guys, Liquid here, and welcome to a Let's Update video. I think it's about time that I've spoken to you all and talked about my absence, because I've not really done a video in a while, and I'm going to be playing Mountain Blade Warband in the background here because it's some good mindless action. And so I'm going to be talking about what exactly have I been doing and all that. And basically the reason that I haven't really been doing too much video-wise is I feel I tend to do this sort of every year almost, like over the summer period. I just sort of like go on a little break without ever actually really planning it or saying anything. I just sort of like end up doing stuff and getting worn out and tired before I actually get the chance to do a lot of videos. But I've been doing actually a good little bit of stuff, so I'm going to talk about like videos that I've been watching. Well, not videos I've watched. Films that I've seen, as well as games that I've games that I've been playing, and my thoughts on all that. Film-wise, first over the summer, I've talked about it, but I saw Amazing Spider-Man 2 back in like May-ish, and it was really good. Like I think it was sort of on par with the first movie, I thought. I give my thoughts a bit more in the Let's Play of its game. You know, it did the job, I guess. Like, it was a good summer hit. Like, my thoughts on that series have sort of gone a bit weird because, the first Amazing Spider-Man, I saw it. Let's have the cavalry charge. I don't really want them following me anymore. I saw it twice in theaters, and I was in love with it a whole lot because I just don't know. Like I saw it once in theaters, and I was like, man, that was the greatest Marvel movie I've ever seen. That was insane. Whoa. And I saw it again like a few weeks later in 3D, and I was like, whoa, that is the greatest thing I've ever seen. Whoa. But then a few months later, I got it on Blu-ray, and I watched it. And for some reason, like on home video, when I watched it at home, I didn't actually really care for it too much. Like, it was entertaining or whatever, but like it was sort of boring for some reason when I saw it at home. Not sure how that happened. And so I saw. So when I saw Amazing Spider-Man 2, like it wasn't really bad. Like it was good. It was good. It was a good movie. Though not much really in comparison to the other films I saw this year. A few months. Then in June I saw. Also talked about this. I talked about this in my Arkham Origins Let's Play. And we won. Killed 164 dudes, and I killed 2 myself. So far in this game, this is all like my little kingdom. I was like allied with the Vagers for a bit, but and we like wiped out the Nords, and then I rebelled and started my own kingdom. So just ride around and try to find some action. Or actually, I might actually go on another game, because oh, enemy patrols near Sargoth. Got some more breaking out. Oh no, Curin Castle. It's one of my castles. So yeah, then I saw X-Men Days of Future Past, which was, I do believe actually, was possibly my new favorite Marvel movie. I thought it was excellent. By all means, like it was superb. Like it was great. Like I think it's now standing at like the second highest rated movie of the summer right now. And I think by all means is it like oh god, everyone's freaking trying to come to my kingdom. By all means, like, was it worth it really? Like, I thought it was amazing. I thought that the Quicksilver scene. Yeah, I'm actually gonna play another game because a bit too much multitasking at the moment. I didn't have a problem with Mountain Blade. You know, the cameos from like the previous actors and all that was just so good, so good. Like it'll definitely be something you want to see like when it actually comes out. So I'm gonna play some Civilization 5. I'll talk about this later when I talk about the games I've been playing because I've been playing a ton of this. I'm not sure if I'm gonna mess around with mods. I might just like do a. I'm just gonna be random leader. I'm just gonna do a random everything. Because why not? I'll keep the difficulty because I'm a noob or whatever. I tend to play on Warlord. Star scenario. Ooh. Not only were you victorious on battles across the land, numerous ring fortress strikers successfully drove up waves of German settlers in 983 AD and sheltered. Right, so I think I might have actually called them Norway. So we're Denmark. Harald Bluetooth, the fellow that Alfred the Great fended off. Let's see, I'm not sure how big the map is. Oh, large map, archipelago, nice. Seems like a good spot. Yeah, I saw X-Men, and then I saw How to Train Your Dragon 2. And the night before I saw How to Train Your Dragon 2, I actually I watched the first How to Train Your Dragon, and I didn't really care for the first one too much or whatever, because I just sort of went into it, like the reason I watched it was just so that the second one would make sense. But then I also watched the second one when it came out, and I didn't really care for it. Like honestly, like I know it got some really rave reviews and all that, but it actually did sort of bore me. Like it just. I don't know, like didn't really have like the charm, I guess, that you're gonna go into those types of movies for. I did see, speaking of like those types of movies, I did see Frozen. I watched Frozen, I want to say like around the same time that I actually saw X-Men. And I thought it was great. I thought it was really great. The mass. Oh, what? So we're on a very small island. So we're gonna be like little kind of stranded here for time being until we get sailing. Like the massive hype around it, I think is a bit weird. Like out of all the movies, I guess that could be like the highest grossing animated film ever, I think it could be something else, but it's a good movie. Good movie. Good picture. And then last week I saw Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, which I had seen Rise of the Planet of the Apes back when it came out, and I'm just gonna have him sleep, I guess. And I thought Rise was amazing, and I thought Dawn was even better. Like I feel every time, most of the time, I just get sailing immediately. I've got that syndrome like I was talking about with like Spider-Man. Like every time I think just like the just seeing a movie in the theater for me I think adds to the experience a lot. And so every time I see a film in the theater, like 9 times out of 10, I just instantly think that I leave the theater thinking that it was the greatest movie I ever saw. But with Dawn of the Planet of the Apes, I actually think that that might be like a lasting thing because I thought it was really well done. Like I absolutely loved it. Like it just I don't know like the CGI was great. The story was like was gripping. The characters were nice. Um, I didn't really care for the I did care for the human characters, but the apes, like namely like Caesar, were just like so greatly done that the humans sort of paled in comparison. Hopefully this isn't too boring. We got sort of the short end of the stick on the map here. And so that's pretty much it film wise. And that actually I saw on I went on oh I think we need to make another unit to actually be able to sail. I probably won't actually do anything with this game, that's why I'm not really trying too hard. Like right after seeing Dawn of the Apes, I apparently we aren't very busy. I went on a sort of binge on watching videos about chimpanzees and whatnot, and I actually watched Disney Nature did a video did a documentary back in 2012 called Chimpanzee about this little fella named Oscar, and it was really good. I watched that, and they're so fascinating. Chimpanzees, like, it happens like every now and then. I believe like every now and then I do just go on like a crazed chimpanzee marathon watching videos about them and whatnot. I went to a zoo around the I believe July 2nd. I went to a zoo and it was pretty good. Actually, let's not make a workbook. Let's get a scout, I guess. I went to a zoo, and oh, we can't actually do anything with these workers because we need to get the technology. The zoo was pretty cool. I'm really wanting to get. I've been getting a lot into photography, taking pictures of like landscapes and flowers and whatnot, and I feel hopefully like my birthday's coming up, August 9th. I wanted to get a better lens for my camera. Because because I've just got like the stock Canon T3i lens or whatever, and which doesn't really zoom too well, and so I'm wanting to get like there's a, I believe it's called the Sigma. I really like the narrator. I think his voice is really good. I wanted to get the Sigma whatchamacallit, Sigma 70-300 millimeter zoom lens. I think like they like what? Can I disembark you? I got sailing, didn't I? Oh, I think the I gotta get optics for that. I need to build a trireme is what I need to build. That was pointless. I'll have you wait as well. We really got the short end of the stick here. Yeah, I believe like they call it on their like Amazon page or whatever. I'm pretty sure it's the lens that I'm thinking of. Like it's like referred to as like a macro telephoto lens. So it's like as I understand it, you could in theory you can take pictures of distant things but have it look like they're very close up, which is pretty cool. Something I definitely wanna. I like to get because at the zoo, like all the animals like tend to be like really far away because on the day that I went it was like very hot or whatever, and so a lot of the animals were like just like kind of trying to stay in the shade, like kind of out of a direct view, and so like I'll show us some pictures here. Like here you got some photo of some kangaroos here. In the photo or whatever, like they're sort of out of view or whatever. But if I had a better lens, be able to actually get them nicely and whatnot. Speaking of actually speak of the zoo, like the actual thing that led me to the zoo, like I was really hoping, like of all the animals that you could see or whatever, really wanted to see a nice chimpanzee, but the chimpanzee that was there, I think there were a couple of chimpanzees, but because it was like so hot or whatever, most of the chimpanzees were like hiding in the shade and taking a nap and whatnot. So I think that's film and all that wise. Some barbarians. Ooh, city state. But seriously, I am not joking when I say that I do think that Dawn of the Apes might be definitely my top 10 favorite films of all time. I'm just gonna say that now. Like I probably will like take that back at some point and like be saying something else, but it was so amazing. I felt Valletta. Let's have him like do stuff on his own. And then gaming wise, I'll talk about like other summer stuff. Ooh, Maya. Hello, Pakal. Manila. I'm not sure where that is.